Congratulations! How's our baby doing? Hope she's feeding well. Hope the weather is not too cold for him. Hope the weather is not too hot for her. These are the types of greetings we often hear whenever a new baby arrives in a family. Many times, little or no attention is paid to the new mom who has just completed a rigorous 9 to 10 months process and then jumps right into motherhood without a chance to catch her breath at least. According to research, about 25 to 30% of new moms fall into postpartum depression immediately they put to bed. This can be a combination of factors, things that happened before the pregnancy, during the pregnancy, and then after the moms put to bed. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about women and their postpartum experiences. I will also talk a little bit about my personal experience, just to buttress the points I'll be making. Welcome. My name is Bisola. Thanks for joining today's episode. If you've not liked the video yet, please do so. Leave your comment in the comment section and subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you. To begin with, what is postpartum depression? Postpartum depression can be defined as a serious, long-lasting mood disorder that mothers experience just after they put to bed or delivering their babies. And postpartum depression is often characterized by intense feeling of sadness, anxiety, or even inability of the mother to bond with a new baby. I'd like to begin by talking about the factors that might trigger depression in a new mom. This might be a combination of happenings before the pregnancy, during the pregnancy, and then after delivery. Number one factor will be the delivery method or process itself, whether vaginal delivery or cesarean section. And before I go on, I just want to debunk this belief that women that opt for cesarean sections are lazy or that cesarean section is the easy way out. In case you are watching and you are one of the people that have such belief, please, I want you to drop that mindset today. Cesarean section is never an easy way out. That belief is wild though. Cutting you open, easy way out. I had my babies via vaginal delivery, but I have friends, loved ones who had their babies via cesarean section, and I tell you, the pain after the whole process is a lot. Cesarean section is never the easy way out. I just feel I should put that out there before we go on. So back to the process of delivery or the delivery method has been one of the factors that might trigger depression. The physical pain a woman goes through while trying to birth a child could put her in such an emotionally dark place. Apart from the physical pain, situations surrounding the entire birth experience could also affect the mother negatively. Take for instance, a woman that has planned to have a vaginal delivery and then she and her husband have saved up for the hospital bill for vaginal delivery. Then the day came, 2 plus 2 didn't equal 4, and then they have to opt for an emergency cesarean section. The pressure to start looking for money to pay the extra funds to make that cesarean section happen, that pressure itself puts an additional load on the emotions of the woman in question. So apart from the fact that she's feeling the physical pain of birthing the child, the emotional state of the woman has also been affected because of the gap in her expectation and her reality. Then some other women planned to have cesarean section, and then all of a sudden they fall in labor and everyone is running helter-skelter, and then boom, the baby is out. The shock, the lack of preparation, if I'll put it that way, could also impact the emotions of the woman negatively. Apart from the delivery process or delivery method, another thing that can trigger a negative emotion in a new mom is the condition of the newborn after delivery. Sometimes after a baby is born, it's discovered that the baby has jaundice or an abnormality somewhere. At that very moment, the attention of the mother shifts completely from herself, from the physical and emotional pain she's feeling at that moment, and everything is transferred to her child. Then worry, what happens is that worry and anxiety now adds up to the emotional baggage she's already carrying. If this is not properly monitored, the mother might easily slip into depression because of all the things happening around her after delivery. Another thing might be the inability to breastfeed a child. This will bring me to my own personal experience. So, I had my first baby 10 years ago, and up until then, I didn't know that there were women who for some reason might not be able to breastfeed, who will naturally not produce enough milk for their child. I had that experience. So I had my baby. The delivery process was long though, was very long. I was in labor for a long time. To me, it was long. When I tell some other people that my feel is not long. Okay, so I fell into labor around 8 p.m. and I didn't give birth to my baby until 12 p.m. or past 12 the next day. So to me, that was long. And at some point, I think when I was like 8 centimeters dilated, I had to take an epidural, and the whole process was tough. I had not felt pain in that dimension before, so it was a whole lot. Then I went through that process, and here am I, new mom, put your baby to breast, and the milk wasn't forthcoming. And I cried a lot. I cried a lot when I had my first baby. I knew I was at the verge of depression when I didn't feel the need to actually laugh or smile or dance with my newborn. You know, the guilt I felt not being able to breastfeed him enough overwhelmed whatever joy a mother should be feeling as a new mom. And there were times, when I'll take him to the hospital for immunization, and when the baby takes the immunization, they'll normally give the baby to the mother. Hey, put him to breast, or put her to breast, let him stop crying. Mine was the opposite. Putting my son to breast after immunization was, in fact, it was the wrongest idea for me, because my baby would cry and cry and cry the more because he wasn't getting the milk he needed. So right from day one, I had to start supplementing. I had to start giving my son formula. So he was formula fed. I still breastfed, but it didn't get enough, so I had to supplement, and it made me so sad. And a lot of times people don't know what a new mom is fighting with, what a new mom is going through, and then they make insensitive comments around you that makes you feel worse than you're already feeling. I remember many times when I fed my baby with formula in public, and some mothers will walk up to me and talk to me harshly. Why are you giving this baby formula? This baby is just a few weeks old. Why are you not breastfeeding? And then they didn't know the struggle, the effort I've had to put to be able to breastfeed my child. Guys, there was no method I did not try. There was nothing my mouth did not take. Pap, I will take pap. Take juice, I will do. Take this particular, there was one medicine like that, one funny looking meds that I'll take, then I'll start farting. The experience was a complete mess. And then some moms would still blame me for not breastfeeding my child, despite the struggle that I was going that I was going through. So a combination of these things pushed me into a very emotionally down situation that, thank God, we don't look like what we've been through. Another unpleasant postpartum experience I had was forgetfulness. Guys, I forgot things. Like, someone will tell me something now, and then as they turn to go, I'll have to call them back and ask, sorry, did you just say this? I forgot things a lot. Let me shock you. There were times I forgot that I'd given birth. I'm telling you, I kid you not. Sometimes, unconsciously, I'll just hold my belly. Oh, where's my pregnancy? Where's my pregnancy? Then I'll look around and see my baby on the bed. Then I'll be like, oh, I've put to bed. It was that bad. It was that bad. Postpartum experiences. Some people didn't have it funny. Let's just put it that way. Some people didn't have it funny. You know, years ago, I heard a story of a new mom that forgot her child at the airport. I think maybe at the check-in point or something, and remembered when she was mid-air. And then the pilot had to turn. They had to go back to the airport to pick the child. You know, that day when I saw the story, a lot of comments flying everywhere. Some people say, bad mother, how will you forget your child? It's even in the scripture that a woman cannot forget her child. You actually think a woman would deliberately forget her child, a newborn for that matter? That baby was few days old, according to that story. The woman wasn't obviously in a right frame of mind. Yes. So I've been there. When I see such stories, I relate well. You forget some unusual things. Some women will forget food on the fire. Some with unusual things you never thought you could forget. Postpartum depression might push you to that place. So please be nice to a new mom. Another thing that might push a new mom into depression might be lack of help or lack of assistance. I've seen new moms take up roles that they should not be doing until like maybe after 6 weeks or even more. I've seen new moms have to, go to the market, cook, and continue things as if nothing happened. In case you even feel like nothing happened, because sometimes you just feel this surge of strength and energy, and you feel you can. Please don't be deceived. A lot of things happened in your body in 9 months, and that delivery day, a lot more happened. During delivery, a lot more happened. I remember my own mom told me the story of a story when she gave birth to our last child, and she said she came back from the hospital, and I think daddy went somewhere, and then she felt the compound was so dirty and people will be coming to visit, so she started sweeping. And then she was at the verge of collapsing. Thank God for a neighbor that walked in at that moment and quickly rushed an elder. It could be that bad. Sleep deprivation, stress, these are things that could push a new mom into depression. So I always say that as much as possible, couples should discuss this ahead of time. How can the new mom be relieved of some of the things she used to do before the baby arrived? Who can help? And sometimes it might even be the person that has come to help that adds to this stress that the new mom is going through. I've visited someone before that newly had the baby, and then I met her outside putting yam on fire. I met her outside. She wasn't even putting yam on fire. She was washing the mortar and pestle. She wanted to pound yam. As I entered the compound, I was like, sister, so. I mentioned her name. What are you doing? She said she has to pound yam because the person that came to take care of her baby for her normally eats pounded yam every afternoon. And I went, wow, really? You that just put to bed, pounding yam every afternoon. This is wrong. And a lot of women go through this, the stress. So they another person's stress now adds to their own. So I will normally tell people, discuss this ahead of time before the baby comes. Who is coming to help? Who is coming to help? Who can, if the two of you don't have mothers, who else can step into that shoe and actually perform the function? Not the one that is coming to add to the stress, the one that is actually coming to perform the function. I personally feel, in my personal experience, my situation would have been worse if I didn't have a very solid support system. Shout out to my mom, shout out to my mother-in-law. They took up the responsibility. I didn't have to be washing my newborn's clothes. In fact, when I had my first child, my mother-in-law was the one that came down to my underwear. She will wash, spread, pick them up, iron them, and tell me to go and put them where they should be. But some other women are not that lucky. Some are not just that lucky. So I think this discussion should come before the baby arrives. Who should come and help? If there's no one that will come, that can come, then talk about how to go about the chores in such a way that the woman is not overwhelmed. She's already going through so much at that very moment. Lastly, I want to talk to other people that have a new mom around. You've heard that this person just put to bed and you quickly want to rush there. I just want to say a few things that you should not do when you visit a new mom. Number one would be, if possible, don't visit on that very day. Yes, don't visit the mom on that very day that she put to bed. A lot is happening at that moment. She's still trying to find her bearing. A lot is happening. So you can delay your visit. Then I've seen situations where people keep calling the new mom. She's not picking her call now. I just want to say congratulations. Can you please just transfer all the calls to the husband? Worst case scenario, drop a message. By the time she's calm, don't worry, she will see your message there, and that she will see the day that it's actually the day she put to bed that you sent that message. Don't put that pressure on the new mom to be picking calls. Hey, we heard you put to bed, then her phone is ringing every 5 minutes. She can't sleep. She's not sleeping at night. Then during the day, she's not sleeping because she's busy picking calls. She's grateful that you are happy that she just put to bed, but just understand with the new mom and give it time. Another thing you should not do when you visit a new mom is getting there and then saying insensitive things in the name of jesting. Getting there, then you carry the baby. Number one, do not carry the baby until the mom or the daddy asks you to. Don't just get there and just pick the baby. You can never tell the condition that the baby might be in. Probably the baby has not even taken the first immunization, and then contact normally should be reduced, and you just get there because you are just happy, you just grab the baby. Always wait for the parents to hand their baby over to you. Then do well to wash your hands or sanitize before carrying the baby. Then they give you the baby and you go, who does this baby resemble? The daddy and mommy are dark. How come he's fair? Please, don't make such insensitive comments. You can never tell the underground battles that the couple are already fighting. Then you now go there with your own comment and aggravate everything. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just give mild compliments. Generalize your compliment. Oh, cute baby, handsome boy. Say everything positive. If you don't have anything positive to say, maybe you should not go and visit them yet. Or you just get there and keep quiet. But don't go there and start making insensitive comments and all that. Another thing you can do if you visit, if they want you to, try as much as possible to assist in any way you can. Don't impose, but if they ask for help, please help them. Please help them. They really need that help. I mean, the husband and the wife now, they really need that help at that moment. So, with this, we've come to the end of today's episode. I do hope I was able to educate you on factors surrounding women and their postpartum experiences. Please, today, be nice, be kind to a new mom. Tell them something nice. They are really doing well. Thank you for joining me on today's episode, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.